We start with 4 foundational pillars: General Studies Papers 1, 2, 3, and 4. All of these feed into a central, larger monolith, GS Paper 5, representing state-specific knowledge. In today's edition, we find a report on the ICSSR's Silent Chronicles of Assam project, an initiative dedicated to archiving non-commercial periodicals from the state. These little magazines historically served as the primary physical medium for preserving the oral traditions, literature, and linguistic nuances of subnational groups like the Karbi, Tiwa, and Dimasa. Yet, while we succeed in physically archiving the past, the editorial pages highlight an emerging threat: algorithmic erosion. Global artificial intelligence models are misclassifying the Assamese language. Digital translation tools and text generators frequently map Assamese inaccurately, often treating it as a subsidiary of Bengali. As students increasingly rely on digital ecosystems for knowledge and creativity, this repeated digital misrepresentation distances younger generations from their linguistic roots, threatening the vitality of the language. Effective preservation of subnational identity now relies on a transition from physical archiving to aggressive digital linguistic policy interventions to build accurate datasets for global AI integration. Staying within GS1, we shift our focus to geography and environment, analyzing the ecological friction caused by linear infrastructure. A 16-year study by the Ministry of Environment, Forest, and Climate Change identifies Assam as a critical national hotspot for human-elephant conflict. This bar chart compares human and elephant fatalities across key states. Assam is highlighted, recording 1,161 human and 326 elephant deaths. While electrocution is the leading cause, train collisions account for a preventable segment: 82 deaths in Assam, the highest nationwide. This statistical spike correlates directly with the expansion of linear infrastructure cutting through traditionally fragmented animal habitats. The study notes that traditional, generalized structural barriers, like concrete walls, are proving ineffective and costly to maintain in these diverse ecological zones. The scientific consensus proposes a shift toward decentralized, technology-driven coexistence strategies, specifically relying on mobile-based early warning systems and solar-powered fencing. Large-scale infrastructure development is ecologically unviable in these regions unless it integrates these localized, tech-driven safeguards. Moving to the GS2 pillar, we extract key government schemes from the news to understand direct state welfare mechanisms. First, the Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matrativa Abhiyan, or PMSMA, provides comprehensive, high-quality antenatal care for expectant mothers during their second and third trimesters. Reporting from Karbi Anglong marks the scheme's 10th anniversary, detailing its success in the early identification of high-risk pregnancies and its role in reducing maternal and neonatal morbidity. We then shift to economic safety nets, noting the cabinet approval of the Viksit Bharat Guarantee for Rozgar scheme. The administrative allocation for this act is specific: a 2,000 crore rupee budget designed to guarantee 125 man-days of direct wage employment in rural areas. Robust state governance relies on this dual-track approach, executing specialized localized healthcare while simultaneously deploying broad, guaranteed economic safety nets. Next, we map data to the GS3 economy pillar to establish Assam's foundational industrial base. The state commands a massive upstream hydrocarbon advantage, anchored by heavy processing facilities like the Numaligarh refinery and the Brahmaputra Cracker and Polymer Limited. This supply chain map reveals a structural failure. Between upstream extraction and the consumer market, there is a glaring absence of a downstream manufacturing ecosystem. Raw petroleum feedstock bypasses local potential, exiting the state and stripping Assam of value addition. A realized MSME ecosystem would capture that feedstock locally to produce plastics, packaging, and agricultural irrigation equipment right inside the state. Building this sector requires a technically competent workforce, a gap currently being bridged by institutions like the Central Institute of Petrochemicals Engineering and Technology in Guwahati. Top-down resource extraction will not trigger widespread economic transformation without the deliberate, policy-driven cultivation of these downstream MSMEs. For our final foundational pillar, GS4, we look for a case study demonstrating ethics and civic duty. we find Champak Sarma, a local postal employee from Kaithalkuchi. Sarma used his own private funds to construct a dolphin park dedicated to raising awareness about the endangered species. The ethical dimensions of this act are clear. It is a demonstration of high public service motivation and localized ecological stewardship executed entirely outside of official mandates. While formal state policy is necessary for conservation, individual moral initiative and grassroots environmental ethics operate as vital multipliers for societal change. We have populated our 4 foundational pillars. Now, we must merge these distinct data points to address the Assam-specific requirements of GS5. We establish the state's official macroeconomic success narrative as the baseline of our thesis. On this ledger's left side, metrics are strong. State GDP climbed to 8.70 lakh crore rupees, and poverty dropped to 14.47%. But we must weigh this macro growth against the specific structural friction points we extracted, visible on the right. Economically, the state's growth remains asymmetrical. Upstream wealth is generating high GDP, but the void in downstream MSMEs prevents broader industrial wealth distribution. Environmentally, the rapid push for linear infrastructure is generating high anthropogenic externalities, proving ecologically unsustainable without localized, tech-driven mitigation. Culturally, rapid modernization and the shift toward digital ecosystems leave indigenous linguistic heritage vulnerable to digital marginalization. This gives us our final thesis. Governance in Assam demands an equilibrium between macro infrastructure pushes, MSME industrialization, and aggressive ecological and cultural safeguards. This process, extracting daily data, filtering it through a structured framework, and synthesizing it into a cohesive argument, is the core analytical discipline required for civil service responses.